What is up, guys? It's Guildspire here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. How y'all doing today on this marvelous Monday afternoon? Hopefully all are doing well. I know I am. With that being said, I is adjusting my camera because I forgot to do that. I forgot to do that. Why did I? Hold on a second. Yes, there we go. That is what I want, and then there we go. Now we're a bit more centered. That looks much better. Alright then, so the plan for today is that I'm going to be doing some scrims and loot practice with my team. How did we get here? So I'm going to get like a game in to start off with. I'm trying to figure out who I want to play as. We just do a bit of Pyramid Head, why not? That's Let's do a little bit of the executioner. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to you wrangling the cat, as he, in all his kitty wisdom, will most certainly... You know, I was stating how he and all his kitty wisdom was going to be a nuisance. As you can clearly see, he is already fulfilling said prophecy. Hi, can you not be such a nuisance? Why do you do the things you do? I was just speaking on how you're going to be a menace. And you very clearly made that come true before I could finish the sentence. Bye. You're very cute, but you're a nuisance. He's really tolerant of, like, most things I do to him. What do you want to do? I can't hold you like this the entire time. I need both my hands. See, this is the problem, small cat. I need both my hands. And you're currently taking one of them. Yes. Can't you, like, go and play with your tail? He really likes, like, chewing on his tail for whatever reason. But no, stop. You're going down. You're going down on the ground. There you go. Do not try and climb on my chair again, please. Alright, let's try and get a game in before Batabai here decides to be even more of a nuisance. Chew their tails, they wean too early. No, this is... So, I don't think he chews his tail for that reason. Because it's not as if he does that on his own volition, so per se. Like, he doesn't go out his way to chew on his tail. It's only when I, like, poke and prod him with his own tail that he's like, ah, yes, tail equals toy. I chew and lick my tail. So, it's strange. I don't think it's because he was weaned too early, though. I do, however, think that he is a small little idiot and criminal scum. No cuddles right now. Right now, it is Dead by Daylight time. That means you need to chill. They are, however, he was born orange, and orange cats seem to have less than one brain cell. Alright, but we spawned on the Wrecker's yard. Honestly, a really good spot for me. I could do a whole lot of damage here if I can get some downs and hooks in the basement. So far, though, no sign of survivors. They should have been over here in this corner, and sure enough, there is a Megan. Perfect. Gotta love those snapshots. Yo, what's up, Sarah? How you doing today? That was a whiff on my part. Sorry, friend. Ain't gonna work out in your favor. Alright, let's take a look around. No scourge hooks nearby. Take a look around. They did start over here, so I imagine they're gonna be on this gen. There's the hill gen, sure enough. No scratch marks. No work on that gen. Two survivors there, Feng Min and a Felix. There's Feng Min. And there's Felix. Imagine she... Did she revolt? Butter, can you fuck off, mate? Cat. Literally stepped on my mouse. Frankie, I love you to death and know you want to get some chores done. Can you bide me some time and entertain Butter? Thank you. As he just stepped on my keyboard yet again. Why do you have to be such a nuisance at all points in time, Cat? He is adorable, but the worst in the world when trying to stream. You're not wrong for all intent and purpose. You're not wrong. However, there's Kate. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the risk here, so let's cage you. Let's go to the Unhookenin. Really? No one's coming to get you, Felix, me boy. That is quite unfortunate for you, ain't it? Good job on the dodge there, Meg. There's the unhook, but no uncage. They're going for the uncage now, and Felix is the one doing it? That's insane. Yeah, sorry friend, no BT off the uncage. I'm actually kind of surprised that they haven't like added that in some way, shape, or form. It would be very easy for me to tunnel out Kate. Good job not going for the vault. They continued on the gen for whatever reason. All right, they are ready. That's unfortunate. All right, let's cage Meg. Let's then pick you up because for some reason no one came to get you that entire time, Kate. You bought toilets, as in like a personal one for your home, or? Did you think I wouldn't see you? I honestly thought she won for the hook trade. Alright, let's hook you. I'm pretty sure the cage should be nearby here too. Yep, there it is. Sorry, friend. I do think that you're going to die in the cage. And I believe that the Kate is on Death Hook as well. Bathrooms are super retro and future built in Squatty Potty. Well, that's pretty exciting. As someone who's never been a homeowner, I guess I've yet to truly experience the joy that is home renovation. I have only rented. Huh. Well, that's one way to finish out the match. You know, just the double down with punishment of the damned to get things finished up quickly. To be fair, they should have left so much earlier, but it is what it is. Honestly, a really fun first match back. I will warn that my voice is kind of in or out. Also, did UTC or do cages like stay where they are on death? I actually have never noticed that. But GG, well played to these survivors. Felix with the brand new parts and the build to last too. Felix, you are quite the nuisance, aren't you? But in the end, it did work out in our favor. Yeah, brand new parts is still one of those things that I swear just need to get removed from the game. Everyone else had a pretty regular build, off the record. Adrenaline Unbreakable, True BT, Wake Up, which is such an insane perk, honestly. But it really only works in endgame, which is the main downside of it. All right, there in VC, ready to go? Sounds good. Are we doing a scrim first or a loop training? Okay, loop training, then scrims. Sounds good. In that case, let me pull up Discord real quick. Why Discord decides to open up on main monitor, I do not know. Alright, let's do that. And then let me first mute the Discord, just in case people do not want to be heard. Here we go. Hello. Nothing much in you. Fair. Where? Huh. What? Why do I... But like, there's no one online right now. Look at this. There's 4 people. That's insane. Like, that's in... That, there's no way. I won, I think. This. Yeah, DBD has to be bugging out a bit. Yeah. All right, so are you guys ready? I thought you said the children were ready. Meep. Yes, Meep immediately wanted out, but she seems content and staring at the door currently. Hi. It's okay. I know you don't like closed doors, but it's either that or deal with the kitten. I'm fairly certain that Meep just in general just doesn't like the concept of closed doors. Like, she doesn't care what's behind them. She just doesn't like that a door is closed. And I don't know why. It's not like I ever, like, had her in a room for extended periods of time as a younger cat. She was, I guess, like, had an entire basement to herself, but that's where I pretty much lived. And when my mom got a dog, they had to be separated. That's my only thought. Neat. Chill out, little one. Come here. You wanna come here? You wanna say hi to the stream? Come on. You wanna say hi to chat? Come here. Come here. How you doing, big girl? Up you go. Ooh. Relax, relax. I'm trying to get your back feet. You nuisance. Alright. Yeah. You. Hi. Oh yeah, she is a very good cat, aren't you? Yeah. Being a little koala. Are you happy? Now that you're getting some attention, even though the awful door is closed. The thing is, like, there's closet doors that are closed, and they look like doors, but she doesn't bother with those. Like, there's my storage, my closet here in the stream room that she doesn't care about at all. So I don't know. It's really strange. You're a strange one. Yeah, she's a big cat, aren't you? You're a big girl. What? Why'd you sigh? Because the door's still closed? Her eyes are like trained on the door, like, I want it to open. Make it open. I wonder what she would do if the door was opened, but the gate wasn't. Would she still care? Or is it still the fact that it's a door of sorts? We have a baby gate into the stream room previously to keep her from leaving. But he is much bigger and can jump much higher. You want down? Okay. Relax there. I'll let you get down if you want. Ooh, don't slip. She wanted down so she could complain about the door some more. Well, alright. Yeah, right now she is quite literally just staring at the door. She'll go onto the bed if she wants to. It's one of those things that, like I said, she's just angry that the existence of doors is a thing. I guess, yeah, try, see how she reacts to that. I'm actually kind of curious. Because like I said, right now she's just staring at the door. She's just like, I don't like its existence. I want to open. I want to have free roam to everything. The thing is, she doesn't like bother with the door or the gate as much as long as someone else is with her. Is that fine now, Meat? Are you content with the door being open but the gate not? Like, she's come over to investigate. She's a strange cat sometimes. But she is a very good senior cat. She is turning 14 in January, I think. Let me see. When is her birthday? Her birthday is... Let's see. February 21st. Yeah, so she will be 14. And her last weigh-in, she was 13 pounds. So she's a hefty cat. Hefty girl. Not as hefty or as big as my Maine Coon cat Butter. I've probably mentioned Butter on stream a few times. Not Butter, Jesus. I'm thinking of Butter, but I'm meaning Buster. Buster, my Maine Coon cat, he was like 25 pounds. And he wasn't a fat cat either, he's just big. Maine Coon cats are notoriously big. And also, looks like, yeah, the door being opened, but the gate being closed is perfectly fine by Meep's thoughts and opinions. She is, you might see her climbing the stairs behind me. Let's see if I turn. Yeah, you can see her there now. She's kind of being a floof ball behind me. Yeah, you're being a foosball. You got a bed in there. You sitting in the bed. Hi. Let's see if the crew is still doing things. Also, did they release? No, it's the 13th, right? That they're releasing the new skins. I want to say that's correct. Yeah, I don't have anything here. I do want the Blighted Wesker. Customs. Alright, guess I need to redo the stuff on things. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go like Shadow Dance Serpent on RPD West is my thought. Now, let's see. How close are you guys to finishing that match? Cool. You know, alternatively, you can just work on the gen with another survivor to shorten the amount of time that it's up. Yo, what's up, Fierce? GG, my friend, GG. I appreciate stopping by, saying hi. Apologies, a bit distracted by Discord if I seem silent. Waiting on my DBD team to get into a custom so I can teach them how to loop properly. But they are taking their time in a pubs match. But I appreciate stopping by, saying hi. I am Mark, aka Guildspire. I'm an educational streamer here to teach kills how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Very happy to have you here. All right. I already have everything set up, right? RPD West. I'm going to do Shadow Dance and Serpent because those will probably... I imagine they'll be used during the match with RPD. There's a lot of pallets and a lot of strong pallets that I think that having the quicker break time will probably be pretty beneficial. I normally do like Swift Hunt, but we really don't need Swift Hunt since we're going to be using Shadow Dance. We could go double Shadow Dance, but I don't know about that. I think the Serpent would make a bit more sense here. As you break it, get the speed boost with Brutal Strength as well as Shadow Dance. We're looking at a total of 80% increase. I think that should be fast enough. I do think. Also, I seriously am wondering if DBD's just being really odd and who's on and offline, just due to the fact that out of the entire friends list who plays DBD, this does not seem like enough people. Right? Indeed. Yeah, no, seriously. It is very odd. The wrong button. Yeah, because like here's all the people that I have added, and most of these people play Dead by Daylight pretty religiously. So I wonder, not enough of them are content creators for me to say that they're all like TwitchCon. No. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if like I look up on Steam. Yeah, it says literally only 3 people are playing right now on Steam. Oh. That's really odd. Only 3 people out of the 65, mind you. That's not everyone either. My friends list is how many deep? It's pretty deep. Offline 67, 26, 93. So it's 100 people. Out of 100 people, only 3 playing DBD right now seems suspicious. Alright, though. I'm trying to think. So as far as loop practice is concerned, I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do as far as going through loop practice, because on one hand there's like the basic concept of looping. On the other hand, RPD is a little bit unique as the majority of its tiles are pretty static. Check my invites. Yep, I just got the invite there from Slash. Yeah, so I'm trying to think here on what this will look like, realistically speaking. Because obviously it's like God Palette, which you can then link into another tile. The biggest thing is just understanding how to link tile to tile and when and where to do so. I think that's going to be the significant part of all this on like the likes of RPD West, for example. I shall add you as well. Telling me this and like, yay, looping. Fair. I mean, honestly, I'm just like thinking out loud more than anything. Yeah. Because if we do kind of a walkthrough of RPD, and I'm kind of doing my own mental map. RPD West, is RPD West the side with the library or the side with the bathroom? I forget. I want to say RPD East is the library, but I could be mistaken. Because... No, west is library, right? If you're facing stairs, is west the left side or is west the right side? I just forget which way they position it, facing in or facing out. I want to say facing in, but I feel like that's wrong. All right, are we ready? I mean, up to you guys. You guys can just stream it. For the most part, what we're going to be looking at as far as loop practice on RPD is kind of do a walkthrough of the tiles, for a lot of them are static, and then just see how you can link those together. Because otherwise, I feel like you guys understand how to loop. Yep, overcome is allowed in group B. That is not allowed. No, lucky break in general is not allowed in group B. Also, real quick, as you guys might know, I am streaming. Do you guys care whether or not your audio is on stream or no? Right now it has been muted. Okay, anyone else? Objections? Alright, in that case, guys are unmuted, so don't say anything that you don't wish to be immortalized on the internet.
Smoke what we call marijuana. Green tea.
Fair enough.
Yeah, don't worry about us.
If I'm coughing, it's because I had COVID, so, you know.
Fair.
Yeah, so, Shelby, do you remember, is the orientation RPD based on the way you look into it or the way you look out of it? Because I'm forgetting.
West is library, east is courtyard.
Okay, so it is looking at the stairs. Cool.
Yes, at the stairs.
Wait, I have a question. Are we specifically going to a west or east wing, or is it like random?
For Codif, you were going specifically to
West.
RPD West, yeah.
Okay.
So the way that I do, and this is kind of a fun little fact with commissioners here, map selections are based off of 4 maps. There's only 4 indoor maps. Midwich, RPD, and Leary's, and my brain's game. However, Midwich is not part of the Midwich isn't part of the equation anymore because the hook spawns are atrocious, and you can't guarantee that you'll actually get a hook. So with RPD breaking down into 2, we just brought those 2 in as well. So everyone gets 1 ban. You hopefully don't play on it. Very unlikely that you would, unless it's something just you ban 2 different ones.
RPD West the most static map in DBD? Hold up. I think it might be. Because that pallet's always there. Is there... So over here. Is there sometimes a pallet here or no?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's sometimes probably right here.
Wait, there is no pallet. Where's the spawn?
It's because Listen,
Wait.
listen. If there's no pallet here, there's
It's
a pallet
inside.
right here.
Yeah,
If
it's
there's a pallet
Oh,
out there,
if there's a
the
pallet
pallet is
there,
back
then the
there.
other pallet's over
I'm
here.
pretty sure
Yep,
though,
yep,
isn't it
yep.
east though where the pallet's here?
No, it depends on this pallet spawn.
Okay, so it is dependent on that pallet spawn.
Yeah,
And then this one.
but you're not wrong though. East always spawns right there sometimes. I
Yep,
don't think
that
I ever
pallet's
saw it spawn right
static.
there.
No,
And
I'm
it's
pretty sure
like-
I've seen that pallet there before. And there's this pallet. Okay, so yeah, most of it's pretty static though, except for this one. I'm pretty sure can spawn on the outside courtyard, either by the door where it is here or further in at the benches.
Oh yeah, that one. That one's gotten me away from a lot of killers.
And then I'm not sure if a pallet ever spawns here. I think sometimes, but I've very rarely seen it. Okay.
We're following behind you, but like I think we're very far behind.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
even
just
know where
kind
you
of doing a mental map right now of where things are because they
oh, you
kind
guys
of
can't keep up with the wraith that's cloaked. How dare?
Bro,
What do you mean?
imagine me not having my speed hacks
Yo,
on.
this hole right here fucked me in a chase, bro, because I had no clue it was here. Like when they remade these maps, I was like, bro, what is that?
all right.
Wait, we have a pallet there and back here.
Yeah, and this is the biggest thing is kind of just seeing what the loops look like because fact of the matter is, really comes down to understanding where you're going to be linking tiles. Ooh, actually, why did I never realize that there was a hole here?
Yeah.
It didn't
Usually
need to be
there's
there.
pallet
Was that
here,
added
too.
recently?
That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
with the
Oh, yeah.
rework, yeah.
With the rework.
Oh no, I meant
Oh,
even with the
that-
rework, I never realized that was there.
Bro, that shit screwed me in a couple of chases, I'm telling you. I was running around this like it was the old tile, and I just was like, ooh, well, okay, now we're in a hole.
Yeah, because normally what I would do as killer if they're chasing here, I would fake here and then go around for the potential hit if they played it incorrectly.
Alright, you play
Uh,
the dead, the zone where they really can't see you going around it.
Yeah.
The long
All right.
That's the only time I get mind gamed on that for the old tile is when I play that way.
Yeah, for the most part, though, it seems that the pallets are pretty static for what I remember. So it really
The
comes
one-
down to understanding how to link said tiles, but also realizing that you're playing against a Wraith, and given that this is a bit of pallet hell, I am going to be guessing that the Wraith is going to be running...
Wow. Oh, I see.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure they're going to run Shadow Dance as well as Serpent.
Yeah, it
So
wouldn't make
even on
sense.
some of the safer pallets, if you drop in their face, because I'm using Shadow Dance and Brutal Strength, I'm pretty sure I get you no matter what, as long as you're
Yeah, no
on the
matter what.
pallet.
Yeah.
Let's test it on this god palette up here, like the one at the top of the stairs.
All right, I will, because how I'd normally loop this is I'd be on the up.
Like,
On
alright,
top,
so
yeah.
look, I have. And then it's either you play it for as long as you can. Yeah, do I make the window? No.
Ooh, I think I
What?
can get that, but I think DVD did DVD things.
I think that was like some NAE fucking bullshit right there, because you're NAE, right?
I'm connecting off NAE servers, yes, that is correct.
Okay, yeah. What?
Also,
Yeah.
no pallet there, but pallet over here. Okay, that's actually such a weak pallet, though. If you're not
Yeah,
careful.
It's because on West Wing it's there, on East Wing it's here. I'm pretty sure, unless that's RNG.
I want to
as
say
well.
I've seen it
Yeah, I was gonna say,
over
I think it's
here.
RNG.
Yeah, I think
'Cause
that
the
one's
one
RNG as
here
well.
is actually pretty nasty. Like it's kind of a god.
Oh yeah, this one over here is amazing. This one over here is god awful.
Yeah, you either play till you get.
Because
the
if you drop that and you're on
Sure.
the other side, I'm just
Yeah,
able
you-
to go here and back, and pretty much you have to rely on faking it. But even then,
You have
if you
to
drop
rely
that,
on the
right?
normal
So let's say you drop it right now. Because you don't, yeah, you can go for the vault there and then go back. So that might be the play if the pallet ends up here. The play might be to immediately vault that and fake going back into the pallet.
get them double back, and then you make distance to courtyard.
Yeah, that might be the only real option there. Or you have life and you just make it straight to courtyard.
Right, unless you have life, go to like fake double back so they go back in, and then maybe, just maybe, you make this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be tricky if this one spawns here. Otherwise, this is very much gonna be a filler palette that you may not get any value off of. That's the thing. A lot of palettes here are gonna be pretty safe, but there's those one-offs like that where it's not gonna be safe at all.
Right, those select few.
Yeah. So for example, let's go to was it? I guess desks over here. I'm kind of curious to see if Shadow Dance and Serpent are able to hit you before you're able to get to anything significant. So if you drop there.
No, that's crazy. RPD is crazy.
You
Hold
actually
on.
get to a decent loop here, though.
You can hit over that, right?
I don't believe you can if you hug it.
If
So,
if I'm close,
oh yeah, you
but
can.
If I'm hugging,
Holy hell.
if I'm hugging this side, you can't. So if I'm
so what
like,
about what about over here?
if I'm hugging back, I don't think you can.
Drop the
Like,
pallet. Vault it. No, okay.
Right.
So they were
I feel
smart.
like-
If it was angled the other way, I'd be able to hit you.
you can hit me there.
Oh yeah, I can hit you here, but I can't when you vault it. There's
It's-
the pallet on Dead Dog that is on the handrails that faces the opposite way, and you can hit them while vaulting.
Right, but I don't think you can hit this if I'm hugging back more. Like if I'm hugging the loop like this, yeah, you can hit that. But if I'm hugging back wall, I don't think you can.
Drop the pallet. Okay, so no, it actually literally it
I'd
locked
have to
on.
be-
Yeah, it locked on, but it hit the pallet there. Interesting. Okay, that's good to know.
That'd have to be right up against it. But if they are hugging that loop, because survivors do like to hug their loops, then yeah, you could get a hit over that. They're gonna be like, that'd be hilarious to do an
Yeah,
account.
that'd be something to just keep in mind. As far as this palette here goes, I think the main thing that I would have to do as Wraith, or what the Wraith would do, would have to just cloak up and then re-break.
You don't think you could get around that with the speed and get the hit?
You might be able to and go here, but it's going to be pretty close, I think, if you anticipate that movement.
This enemy is necessary coming back so fast. Holy.
What is it, like 60 seconds?
I think so, right? 60, 90 seconds, something like that.
Something
I
like
believe it's a minute, yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, realistically speaking, you're able to get from this pallet here, if it spawns here, to this pallet over here, which I'm pretty sure is static. I don't think I've ever seen a pallet not
Yeah.
be here on West.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to
And
be your
then from
safest
that-
bet.
And then from that, you have this.
Yeah, well, it depends on what way the killer think breaks, because I think if I break from the inside of the pallet here,
And force back
Then-
to the other.
you have to go into the corner. Whereas if I am on the opposite side over here, you actually have a choice of moving back in to that room, or I think you should be able to get to the pallet inside records before I'm able to get to you.
Right.
Yeah, so if you drop this and are on this side, I'm kind of curious what it looks like if you get forced into the corner.
I think you can.
Yeah, that's
make
pretty much a
record-
guaranteed.
Oh, maybe.
Actually, maybe
Yeah,
not.
you
It's
don't
gonna be
make
close.
it. Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think I can get the hit. I think I got clipped here on
Yeah.
the side of the wall, but I do think that is dicey. So if you're caught out, you're going to probably get hit there at the corner of this side. From here, like I'm just trying to
If you
think of
predict-
where you would link from
But no,
here.
if we predict that they're gonna break, we'll be pre-leaving these pallets, so we might actually be able to make them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because your next pallet after that's going to be in break room, I'm pretty sure. Because there's nothing out here. I doubt you'd be able to make it to storage from there. We could try, see what that looks like from a survivor perspective. Because like I said, I have faith that you guys know how to loop. It really just comes down to what tiles you're going to try and link to. So drop this pallet back in records real quick. And then
And see
pre-leave,
if
try
we
and go
can
to
make
storage.
one. Okay. Move, Jimmy's.
I think you do make that, actually. Yeah, that's
Easy.
actually pretty clean. So you can make it a storage pretty easily.
Okay.
So let's say, in that case, we're keeping the chase down in the first
Damn, you have
floor.
storage into this one as well. This one's pretty strong on this side.
Which one? Are you talking about break room?
The mic room, the one with the mic. Yeah, is this break room?
Yeah. This one? Oh yeah, I guess
Like, this
yeah.
side is terrible, but
Yeah, the short side you're pretty much dead, but once you drop it, the problem is that they can force you onto short. So that's why I'd say go for storage over this one. This one's definitely much more of a filler.
yeah, because storage is just blocked.
Yeah, this one you drop,
They're
and
not-
then from here you now have access to either go upstairs or into courtyard.
And I think that where you go is based on where people are on gens. You go upstairs if gens are done in main room. If not, you go courtyard.
Yeah, the thing is, if you go courtyard, let's say that you go from storage. So storage, let's go storage into courtyard. So your pathing is from storage, and then left is the pallet right here.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking lost. Oh no, okay, I found it.
Come back.
Yeah, so
Come back. Come back. Come back.
over here.
I forgot Flash can't hear noise notifications. That's safety deposit. Storage, okay. Same shit, okay.
You store things in it. So yeah, if you were to drop this and then go to courtyard and head to the left for the pallet, I think that's your best bet. So then yeah, pallet probably would be able to get a stun there. And then from there, you're forced into break room. The only problem here is that after you drop this, there is pretty much nothing left. I think the only avenue thereafter would probably be having to go upstairs. And I think you might be able to link it to the laundry room pallet up here. This would be pretty close, though.
Yeah, I don't know if they make that.
Let's
No,
try.
if you're injured, no, you don't make it.
So, let's just say
That's-
for some stupid reason, I decide to break this rather than going around short side. So break.
No
Oh,
shot.
maybe.
make that,
Wow,
right?
that's crazy.
Yeah. So in that case,
Maybe Serpent isn't the play then, right? Because that's kind of nasty that they can still make all these
Yeah.
pallet chemicals.
the thing is, I mean, Serpent, so realistically speaking, I'm breaking the pallet pretty quickly, and you guys still making it up here without much of an issue. But it is forcing you to pretty much drop every pallet instead of looping it.
Right.
So that's the only upside downside, is basically I'm playing Bubba as Wraith, because you drop this, and then from there we're moving into library, or...
Yeah.
moving into library, or you can move into offices.
I guess
So-
Wraith, I don't think I'm just gonna free drop, you know? I think I'll sit there and play games with them a little bit, make them like go to uncloak, make them
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, and that's
So
the
that I
biggest
can
thing
get
is you
another
kind of
round
have
on my
to
phone.
you have to measure that of whether or not you can play that game, because if you are injured, then you're probably going to want to play a little bit more conservatively, where if you are healthy, then you can definitely take those risks.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so let's say you're at the pallet. Let's see about you forcing me to uncloak and what that looks like. Okay, so fake that instead. Yeah, getting caught in all the geometry. That's miserable. Yep. So, yeah, if you can force the uncloak, that'll probably be your better bet.
Just to waste as much time as possible.
Yeah. This chair here is obnoxious as the killer, because you're trying to loop tight, and then this chair here quite literally blocks you.
For real. I've started playing a decent amount of killer lately, and the things that killers get stuck on is frustrating as hell.
Yeah,
Especially
so...
Blight, because I've been practicing on Blight.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that'll be the biggest thing. Is obviously you're not going to be wanting to pre-drop it, but if you do end up dropping, at least you know what the pathing then looks like. So from here, the thing is, I'm not sure if you want to go to library first or if you want to go to offices, because if you go from library, let's say this eventually gets dropped, this gets broken in library. Then from library, you're going to be moving probably... I don't think you have anything if you go into library first, actually.
Probably gonna have to go mid-room then.
Yeah, I think you go mid-room into the library, probably. Because, let's see, from here, what side is shorter? From here into office or from here, office into library? That one's kind of tough, actually. Because, yeah, you have to go all the way around, or if you force the Wraith to break on the opposite side. That might be a guaranteed hit no matter what. Because if Wraith breaks here, then you go over here. I don't think there's any way that you get to the library in time without taking a hit. We could try and see what that looks like for what pathing would be in the instance that the Wraith eventually breaks. Because eventually that's going to happen. You're going to have to throw the pallet. And then let's see if you can make it to the office. Maybe the vault's the right move, actually.
Yeah, I was just about to say that earlier.
Yeah, because we definitely don't make that one.
Yeah. So there's no way that you make it back to office. So in that case, from library, I think the move is to go for vault instead. Because you definitely would have made it to vault. So if you vault down, and then you end up in a dead zone, pretty much. I guess you have a pallet. The only pallet that like wasn't touched down here, which is the filler.
Oh, this fucker?
Yeah. Which, I mean, if you're
That's
healthy,
what I
you
like.
can theoretically make this work for you for a while.
You play like you're gonna W key. What I usually do with is play like I'm gonna W key and then really quickly cut back and drop.
Yeah. So this would be the... If, in instance, we follow this entire pathing, that would be the last pallet for the entire downstairs. But by that time, I would hope that majority of gens are completed, basically.
Right.
Like, I'm actually trying to think here what they're going to do as Wraith, because pretty much what we're pathing out is the best case scenario, that survivors just pre-drop, and you move
And
from one tile to another.
Iconic is a good ass team too.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think here, because if they don't use Serpent and Shadow, they could go, I guess, Swift Hunt for the quicker uncloak times. But I'm not sure if that's the right move either.
I feel like Shadow Dance is definitely the play. It just all depends on how the survivors play it. Because if they make a mistake, then you get that hit all day long.
Yeah, but as we've seen here, you can pretty much guarantee able to get from one pallet to the other if, in instance, you are pretty much pre-dropping. So, because from here, you make it cleanly to library or office, but you can't make it from either library to office or office to library, so I'm pretty sure that library is the right move, because you then are able to vault down, and if, in instance, there are any pallets left down here, you at least have access to them. If not, you have access to one last pallet, which is that filler in that side room. From here, you probably end up taking a hit. So, hopefully you're healthy and able to move either back up to office or to the other side, because that's the thing. There isn't much of a median between the two wings. There isn't like a pallet that you can really get to cleanly. So once you kind of run that loop on the west side, you really don't have anything going for you thereafter.
Hey Wraith, come reminisce with me on this gen real quick.
Hmm.
Just what? Remember? Imagine doing a gen like Old Ruin
Oh, Jesus.
with gen time now with all the gen perks. Bro, that would be ridiculous.
It'd be just a little bit miserable. Though then again, right now Ruin is freaking useless.
Right. No, I know. Old Ruin, bro. with it exactly how it is with all the builds in the game. Oh my god. I don't even want to think about that.
All right.
That makes me miserable to think about.
So let's take a look at east side, as small as it is. So we already kind of went over the office space here. And how you're pretty much going to be going for the vault and faking out. Moving from there, you're forced either into courtyard or upstairs, but I don't think you make it upstairs without taking a hit, though. So if you're injured, you're forced into courtyard. Yeah, so unless you have life, pretty much once if this is the pallet that you get, you are forced to play the window. So let's play this tile and see what this looks like, I guess. This is a very weak tile. So shocking that did not hit. So takes that there, and then I think you're forced into courtyard.
Oh, you got stuck, but I think you make window. No.
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 Yeah, so if Wraith is running Shadow and Serpent, I think your best bet is to go into courtyard, but if you take a hit on that window, I think you're pretty much SOL. I'm surprised there isn't like a pallet here. I'm surprised they didn't put like a god pallet like right here next to this bookcase, honestly.
Yeah, me too. That room is just dead.
Yeah.
You run in there and just hope that you can get them to come through this side so you can make window.
Yeah. As far as upstairs is concerned...
If East Wing has helicopter crash, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you have one pallet here. One
Yeah, you
pallet
literally don't
there.
even...
I mean, you can link these
Yep.
pretty well.
You have a pallet as soon as you come up as well. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've seen that.
As soon as you come up.
Yeah, as soon as you come up the stairs from where courtyard is, it's in this room right here.
Oh, yeah. Nope, I looked at that one. Which this is probably the strongest one out of all of them, honestly.
Ooh, right, because that other one is just a fucking short wall and a short wall. This is
Yeah.
like that one on Midwich and the... oh, I mean, I guess you could play the stun here, actually.
Yeah, you can play
Because
stun
they're-
there. And then there's also this one over here, which is the same one as downstairs. This one, once again, I think you can get hit over. So, Claude,
I caught
No?
a pet.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Just see me
I have-
right here.
I have captured a pet. I've captured a little piggy Meg. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Do you want to play too, Ray? Get him.
Yeah, so you
What
can,
am I watching?
you can hit over there. Okay.
You can hit over this one, too?
So, yep. Actually,
What?
Hey guys.
what's up?
I said, hey.
Hello. Stand right over here. I got the hit earlier.
I just figured I would pop in
I'm
and say,
hugging
hey.
it as much
That's all.
as I can. What the fuck?
I literally just hit Claude up.
Maybe face outward, like you're
Maybe
running
it's
through.
really useful.
Yeah, like
Do you
that.
have to look up a bit?
That's so odd. Step over here towards the ladder, maybe. Yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh.
So it's
Yeah.
literally right there.
But as soon as you hit the middle, I don't think you can, right? Nope. It's right there. What?
Yeah.
But you can't when I'm
What?
injured?
Hmm?
Turn
But
your
you
back.
can only get-
Face the wall. Like, face that way. I wonder if it's the hitbox. No? Oh. The game just freaking locking on. A little bit
So can you- hold on,
more
let's test
towards the
it,
pallet, I
'cause
guess.
Let me heal up and see if you can only get it off of. That would be
That
so
will be...
weird.
Yeah, that will be very awkward if that's the case.
Okay, y'all,
You-
I'm leaving.
Oh
Gotta
my
get
God.
going.
You don't help me. Try.
Okay, that's
Interesting.
weird. That is very
Do it
weird.
to him. Try it. Do it to him. Do it to him. What? All right, now try. Now try. You can only.
So stupid.
DVD hitboxes.
Bro, DVD. What is that?
It's a perfect game, y'all. Don't worry about it. It's perfect.
So I'm curious on something.
Oh.
If you stand, yeah, right there.
Huh?
Are you even like against it, or can you move back towards the pallet?
I'm right. I'm
Okay,
right
so heal
against
up. Yeah, heal up, and then I want to see if I can hit you while you're like in between the pallet, basically. No. Okay, so you have to be against it.
Yeah, you
That's
have
so
to be
odd.
hugging the side
Yeah.
of it.
Okay,
It's
interesting.
weird that you can hit that. That's the most interesting. That you can hit it while healthy, but then you cannot hit it injured.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
All right, I'm dipping, y'all. Have fun. Be good to
Bye.
Gil.
Yo,
Bye.
Josh.
Josh.
So Gil, does our hitbox change in between healthy and injured?
It
Yes.
does, but not the way I was expecting it to, because it basically, the hitbox is always going to be towards the back of the survivor model and not towards the front. It's why Huntress hatchets, you always think that they miss you when you're running away, but in fact,
Because
they
flip, like,
still
the
hit,
edge of
yeah.
your hitbox. Yeah.
It's the same reason why
So
Wesker
Josh-
was missing so narrowly during the PTB, for example.
We
I don't know if
found
it's a bug or
tile
just
in
it's
RPD.
hitboxes.
Can only Wraith do it?
No,
can only
that would
hit
be
over
anyone. It's a
it?
basic M1.
Fair.
That's crazy. Here, double heal me. I'm self-care
Yeah,
healing.
because
now.
right there I can as well. But even if you don't move, I can't do anything now. What if you go on the other side? I'm curious. Okay, no there. What about while healthy?
That's weird.
I wonder if it's the same reason. Nope, not there. No. So on the opposite side, I cannot.
Only on that
Oh.
side. No.
Okay, so
DB.
that's,
He just took my ankles out. Can we sue him? He just took my kneecaps with a dead hard.
yeah. See, I can't hit there. It's like it's literally right here where
Where the
Claude-
ladder is. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
where the
little
ladder
gap-
is.
Oh,
So you can hit there on that side, which that's probably a way that survivors are going to loop more tightly.
I'd hug this. I'm not gonna. I wouldn't be like if we didn't test this. I would never think that if I'm looping this, you could hit over that. So I'd
Yeah.
hug this tight
so
just to get the most optimal.
I'm kind of
loops.
curious into what it looked like in an actual loop.
All right, let's go. Well, would
Yeah,
you
see,
like
at
just
that
double
point-
back and hit it? I think this is just a
Yeah, I don't think you'd ever be really. That was odd.
Wanna-
I don't think you'd
with
ever
them
really be
moving,
able to
it'd be
get that
hard.
like in chase, or it'd be like a 1 in a million. Whereas the other side, I
Right.
think you might be able to, just because like I doubt a survivor's thinking that entire side is a possibility. Because it doesn't just have to be here. I can hit it right here instead at the pallet, but only if you're up against it. Interesting. Okay, that's really odd.
those look so wacky too. They look so bad.
It's the same reason. So on old Haddonfield, that had a very similar thing to where you could hit over the benches. I've never tried on new Haddonfield, and that's never going to be relevant in comp. So, as far as like now that we've gone over that, as far as like the tiles up here, your two strongest are going to be like this one here where we were at, and then the statue room. These are going to be your two strongest, pretty much, and you can get to, I'm pretty sure, from statue room, if you drop, you can get to the one we were at.
I didn't even try.
Oh, whoops.
I don't. I'm not familiar with
Even
this. Anyway,
even if you're not, you do have the filler here. So
right. And I'm running balance now, which I know someone will. So even if you drop that, you make it here.
oh yeah, 100%. Either that or at vault here, which is probably going to be your better bet because the vault
fast.
you're going to
That's what I
get a lot more value out of than the drop down.
Yeah, you can fast that. Nice.
Yeah. And I mean, that's pretty much the entirety of RPD that we went over there. And it really just comes down to linking one to the other And since it's Wraith, if they do run Shadow Dance and Serpent, it really comes down to trying to fake the Wraith out of their cloak. And from there, when you do drop, if they are still cloaked, linking it to the next tile mid-chase.
Also another tip with if Wraith is cloaked and you drop the pallet, keep vaulting it.
Yep.
Waste of time.
Oh, we know Nate. We're juicers.
Yeah. Juicing.
Do we have 4 people for a match or no?
Yeah, we have more than.
Okay,
I'd
so
say.
let's set that up. Since we went over the RPD loops, you might as well go a full run.
Bro,
Wait, do we have exhaustions allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, that's
commentating
nice.
for that COTF match had me in tears. Had me in fucking tears. Because I couldn't watch it, obviously, like, because I was playing. But I went back and watched the VOD, and they were like, this is some interesting pathing.
Yeah.
Running. Can't even talk.
There was some questionable decisions during like the Plague match, for example.
Oh my God, Gil. The
I
I
my
rewatched.
only play-
Okay, go ahead, Drew. Go ahead.
My bad. But yeah, my only play in that match was to just like stealth and play for Hatch, and I just kind of wanted to do it.
No, let me join.
Are you joining, Nate?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Gil. For my match with the twins, all I knew was kill everybody and protect the 3-gen. So whenever those 2 guys leapt back to 6, I was kind of like, whatever. You know what I mean? I was like, let this one die on hook. You know what I mean? Just secure the 4.
But you had
Yeah.
an incredible friend.
Yeah, I didn't know about the whole gen thing. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
a
oh.
win condition.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
if I knew that, bro, I would have been on them like white on rice. I was like, nah. I was like, I have this whole match by the balls, bro. I was like, I'm not leaving this little section. Let them come to me. But then when I rewatch it, I'm like, oh, all I had to do was chase them down. That would have been game.
Yep. All right,
We-
I'm
we-
going to deafen, let you guys set up builds, and ready up when you are ready.
Which is
Okay.
exciting.
All right, so now that we went through that and explored RPD West to its fullest, I mean, it's kind of insane how much you can link everything together in RPD West. We saw there where probably one survivor being chased by the killer could probably go through the entirety of the West Wing, and then maybe if you're still healthy, make it over to the East Wing as well. But that's quite literally the entire map's worth of pallets. Yep, so this is the team How Do We Get Here. I am on the team as well, though I'm playing a little bit less this season just because of when the matches are. And so we're just doing some scrims right now, kind of going through RPD. The team that we're playing against is going to be running Wraith on RPD West. So I am going to be running Wraith to kind of do a test run. I foresee them running Shadow Dance and Serpent. Brutal Strength, probably not, honestly. I'm on it, but I can't make the scrim tonight. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Hopefully we can get you in a scrim and do some loot practice with you as well. But, I'm envisioning Shadow Dance the Serpent. As far as Brutal Strength, I think it's still a very powerful perk on M1 killers like Wraith. That way he's still getting the break speed while uncloaked. They are setting up. Hopefully it doesn't take them too long to do so. Keywords being hopefully. Alright. As far as the rest of the build, I mean, Corrupt Invention, Eruption, Scourge Pain Resonance, pretty good in my opinion. Brutal Strength making Eruption that much better, meaning that you don't have to spend as long during that time. Keep in mind, in Group B, you are allowed flashlights, you are allowed flashbang, you are allowed firecrackers. So, like, picking Wraith is a bit surprising in Group B. Group A, we do balance Wraith a little bit more aggressively by removing the use of a flashlight, by removing firecrackers, by removing flashbang, blast mine, stuff like that that really affect Wraith in regards to his light burn. Because in Group A, we do killer balancing, individual killer balancing. It took me a while to go through that in a few iterations, but we got it down pretty well. Versus Group B, which is general balancing, allowing for newer teams to ideally get a hang of it a bit better and get more experience in comp, in comparison to Group A, which really is the veterans of comp showing what they are capable of doing. And in an instance that a Group A team were to ever bring Wraith, I think that if they had everything available in Group B, that it would be night and day. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Because RPD, they're bringing Wraith, we're bringing Demogorgon, and on the game, both sides are bringing the spirits, it looks like. So we'll have to try out the spirit as well. As far as the game's concerned, the tiles are pretty consistent. They're not as static, except for the corners. Obviously, like, basement is static. The CCTV room is static. The meat chute is static, as well as the pallet and the window vault. The camera room is not necessarily static. Its pallet can spawn in a couple different locations, though one is more common than the other. The drop down from up top, that other corner, is static up there, though the drop down, I forget if it's always into an LT wall. I'll have to take a look at that. The fourth corner is not necessarily static. The pallet can spawn in one or two locations, one being much better than the other. Trying to think of the other tiles. Yeah, like I said, the top floor is pretty consistent, pretty static. It's the bottom floor which can get a bit hairier, realistically speaking. Uh-oh, I only see, oh, there we go. So I said we only see 3. We do need that 4th survivor coming in. But let's run this and see what this match looks like. I guess the basement and hatch offerings really don't matter in RPD, but just for the sake of consistency. Yeah, basement can only spawn in one location here. Hatch is more inconsistent. I wish that on like indoor maps where a hatch offing's brought, it would still have a static spawn location, just for the sake of consistency, but that is not the case. Yeah, so I wonder what the general game plan is. It might just be grab a pallet, break, chase, go back to a gen. Grab a pallet, break, chase, go back to a gen, and whittle down resources that way while harassing the survivors off of gens. I wonder, like, Ruin's not going to make sense because they can just double up on gens. So, yeah, as far as, like, a Wraith is concerned, I'm kind of curious to what the general game plan would be as a Wraith. Because I don't foresee it going well. I foresee me getting very few hooks, and if I get a lot of hooks, I'll be quite surprised, honestly. But we are on the RPD West. They should have spawned at the entrance. The spawn logic's pretty consistent. They did not, though. That's sprint burst. Now let's force this out. Almost like this where I wish I had Swift Hunt. Good hit there. There we go. So a little bit of a fake there was the right move. No Scourge Hook. Let's go back to middle here as they were working on it earlier. No progress though. Or very little at the very least. Yeah, I think this is the right play style. Unfortunately, I think they complete that gen. I don't think there's any way for me to regress that significantly. That was kind of scuffed, I'm not gonna lie. We are bloodlusted here. There's Eruption. It sounds like there is someone over here on this gen. Oh, they were light burning. I couldn't even see, to be honest. Yeah, so we're gonna bypass them and go for our friend here. Given that they're nearby with the flashlight, we need to stay uncloaked there. That's life, but I don't think he gets anywhere of significance. No flashlight save, so we're cleared there. 3 gens done, though, is gonna be rough. I just want to add progress. Not much I can do there. Yeah, it's a bit tricky because the gens are pretty well split. Alright, let's get on the Claudette here. Brutal Strength will help out here significantly. She went upstairs. I think we need to tunnel out Dwight. I wonder if Force Penance might be the move here, honestly. He vaults, we vault down with him. I don't think he can vault this. Yeah, so it's one survivor out. Ideally, we can get at least one more. I just forgot that was blocked off. No! Doesn't sound like any progress there. Which means they could be on this last one back here. Interesting. No sign of them anywhere across these 3 gens. No real progress to speak of at the very least. All right. So we get another down here. And there's a pallet, a hook here. But I'll say we use the other hook, so we kind of need to hook them here, I think. I'd like to get another fresh hook if at all possible. Alright, what's that in Meg's hand? Is that a flashbang? It is, so we need to stay uncloaked. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Alright, we get Bloodlust here. That's a very awkward frickin' pallet, holy hell. Alright, I think what we need to do here is kick. Going out the courtyard now. Pallet is where? Here? Okay, so they realized that what I was going to try and do. Alright, we're bloodlusted. I'm shocked we did not get that. Alright, we drop chase. We have to. So we go for the Meg and not the Claude. Claude trying to come in for the body blocks, makes sense. They're not working on that execute. Alright, we at least get the 1 extra point. That was a mistake, friend. That was a huge mistake. There was no reason for that, unless you have Deliverance, in which case, fair enough. But even then, that still gets me a fresh hook. So that's still a huge misplay. You should have allowed the Claudette to go out because she was only 1 point in comparison to this 3. So yeah, that, though valiant, I can appreciate it, was a huge mistake. Yeah, what's up, Vin? This could be Yeah, okay. That's my bad for not just staying there and forcing the 1v1. But even still, that does result in 6 hooks, 1 death. So that was what? 3, 5, 8, plus 6, 14. 14 they got a fresh out. Yeah, so no. 3, 5, 8, plus 6, 14. Right? 6, 5, yeah. So that's 14 total. And then they would have gotten 1, 4, 6. So it would have been 16 to 14. Alright.
You want to use it?
Just so y'all
So
know, he would not break that pallet when it comes.
that would have been 16 to 14 in your guys' favor by 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Any reason for the people play?
See, I was gonna do
No,
it.
that was just terrible because he's fresh.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah, you at the end of the day, if Claudette goes down, she's 1 point in comparison to you giving me 3
Yeah.
points there.
Yeah, basically, what Slash should have done is immediately done it when you was in animation there, Guilt.
Yeah. And there was like a big rock in the way. The environment stopped him from getting over to him to hit the 40 people.
Even
Yeah.
then, I don't think it's worth the attempt because in the best case scenario, you get an additional point out, the killer loses a point, so that's a net 2 in your favor. Versus in the worst case scenario, you're looking
get
at
3.
additional 3 points on my side and a loss of 1 point, so it's a net gain of 4 on mine.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Yeah, because if I would have just gotten the hook on Claude, it would have been 12 to... What would that been? 3, 6, 12... Yeah, 12 to 16.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But otherwise, so what do you guys think about how I managed that? Based on our kind of walkthrough of RPD, I decided the main playstyle for Wraith was very much a break a pallet, walk away, move to another survivor. That way, eventually, chases start happening in dead zones.
I think it was a good
Alright.
play for sure, because like there were massive amounts of dead zones. But I think the walkthrough helped Slash because he was able to identify where the dead zone wasn't and chase you there for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah, I
I don't
still
know
need to
because
get
like
used to
it's like
RPD.
RPD. It's not all tower, so there is a lot of pallets there,
yeah.
and the map is huge. So like maybe it can work, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see on future games.
Because like,
Yeah.
there's always pallets nearby.
I think that's the biggest thing is there's always pallets nearby. It just comes down to I just need to keep on, as far as my playstyle really was just break, and eventually I'm going to end up breaking with Serpent in a spot where there is no pallet in the next tile. And that's pretty much all I was managing to do the entire game.
I think if you left Slash's chase earlier, you could have confirmed more stages.
Yeah, I knew the reason why I was coming to Slash because I knew I wasn't going to get many more points, so I just wanted to confirm at least another 3-pointer to try and keep the score close.
He gave it to you anyway.
Yeah.
Slasher, what's your? Can I take your rig?
Yeah, you can take it.
What's yours? Because I see you had overcome, and overcome is on toolbox.
Do you not want a sprint burst?
Oh, yeah, I can just win this. But I thought, yeah,
I'll let you guys
okay,
figure out
yeah.
builds and then we'll run it back one more time.
Okay.
Alright.
Pistol it.
All right, not bad, honestly. That went a lot better for me than I expected. I do think that maybe I should have just committed to the Claudette and gotten the 6th stage 2K based on where I was. I very much wanted those 3 points. So, I don't know. I think it was the right playstyle of hit and run, break a pallet, drop chase, pressure gens, hit, do that over and over again. Based on that, though, I'm not sure if Eruption's the right move. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Redwood? I'm doing well. Better than I was before, but still struggling with post-COVID symptoms. How about you, friend? What have you been up to? Right now we're doing some scrimmages with my team How Do We Get Here. And we're right now practicing Wraith on RPD West. Our opponent or the opposing team will be bringing Wraith in. So I'm playing Wraith how I think that they will, using Shadow Dance and the Serpent. I don't think that they're going to be running Brutal Strength, to be honest, but it's still, in my opinion, very good and can be very helpful while uncloaked. I had back in January, lost my smell and taste for like 3 weeks, so if they're not dealing with that and recover. I'm not dealing with the loss in smell and taste. I got Paxlovid, which definitely helped in my recovery, though the biggest thing that is afflicting me right now is the fatigue, the post-viral fatigue. I already have a disability that is the equivalent of post-viral fatigue or malaise. And so having the post-COVID fatigue on top of that makes just everything so exhausting, whether that be just talking, thinking, exercising, what have you. And so that has been kicking my butt, and I've been very, very tired and fatigued, and probably will be for quite a long time, because based on my diagnosis, those who have it and had COVID, usually their symptoms are worsened for like the next 3 to 6 months. So that's probably what I'm looking forward to. But hopefully it doesn't take that long, but it is what it is. Let's see. Making sure that they aren't trying to tell me anything. Best wishes, speed recovery, heal much faster than that timeline. Yeah, here's hoping, but it is what it is. It's very reminiscent of when I was first diagnosed with CFS/SCID 11 years ago, and so I'm not happy that it feels like a lot of my progress as far as coping with it has been set back 11 years, because there's no cure for CFS/SCID. It really just comes down to managing the symptoms and coping with it, and I had gotten to a point of like what my normal was, even though, you know, it's not normal, to what it is now, which is like I said, like 11 years ago, more or less. All right. I do think that maybe they might want to use flashbang. I feel like I was pretty careful around them on when they had the flashlight, or when they had flashbang or the firecracker. So I will say I think I played that well. I think I only got light burned once. They attempted to light burn me a second time. I will point out they have 2 flashlights, but just a heads up, you have 2 flashlights.
Right after we started.
Zach's gonna drop his. So.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
as long as
drop
one of
my
you drops them, because dealing with one's bad enough. Dealing with 2, no thank you. All right.
Right. What's the?
Cool. Yeah, as long as I don't have to deal with 2 flashlights as playing Wraith. They also did not spawn together. Friggin' dummies. How'd you manage that? It's fine.
Flasher and Zach, I got a question for y'all.
That's whatever. We'll play it out. It'll still be good. The spawn logic in RPD is pretty consistent, I found. I was actually surprised not to see them at the entryway based on the spawn location last match. But it's sometimes hard to tell where they are because there's so many line of sight blockers. After this match, I think we'll do a walkthrough of the game and then do a Spirit match. I'm not, like, Spirit is not my best killer by any stretch of imagination. I would need to practice her a lot to get really good at Spirit, knowing, like, when to phase, when not to phase, and so on. I feel like it's pretty intuitive, but I'm definitely not the best Spirit in the world. She's not my worst killer. She's not my best killer, though. That's for sure. Very much not my best killer. So are both cats out? I guess both cats are out of the room now. Okay, so we spawned, what is this, east side? So let's take a look. and go towards center. So that was sprint burst. They do have the flashlight, so we need to stay cloaked. Stay uncloaked. Oh.
Bro, I ran past Slasher.
Slash just crashed.
Bro, he's walking past me into a fucking like a hall, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, yo, Slash, you good, bro? Slash, what you doing?
What was it? A crash or was it internet?
It was a crash.
Oh, okay.
No,
Slight internet, I think.
he was running into a wall, not like just running into it.
Welp.
And then the DC happened, so I just DC'd.
Yeah, he's back online now.
Hello.
Slash, what happened?
Welcome back.
I got booted off the internet.
Nah, you were just having a makeout session with the wall, bro.
That's what it is.
Who
I'm sorry.
who DC'd last time? Was
That
it
was-
Slash or was it you, Drew?
It was Drew.
It's
Okay.
true.
It was not intentional.
Oh, no, I know it wasn't intentional.
Bro, and it wasn't even my internet, man. That's what had me the most like molded about it was my router's in my eyesight at all times. When it crashes, the light goes red. It never went red. I didn't get kicked from my session. It just threw me into the spectate screen, and I don't know. It was weird.
You know, just DBD doing DBD things.
It said the killer had DC'd my POV.
So it's
Yeah, this
probably,
is-
what, a 501 error code? It probably didn't give you an error code, but that's usually what happens when it does something like that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We should have restarted that game when his beamer was gone when we were spawning in.
Once again, like I said, you don't do it in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
You need to do it in team chat.
I
Oh,
didn't
that
know
was
that.
because we would have won that all day long.
All day.
Invite please.
I had enough distance from that jungle gym to make it to Shaq. If he committed the chase, it would have been easy.
Bro, it's so weird. I'm not used to hiding RPD, bro. This map is... How do you hide on this map?
You get in a locker.
Also, make sure that you bring the Shroud of Binding. It wasn't on the last one.
Yeah, that would have been -4 points.
Minus
Yeah,
4.
2 for the flashlight, 2 for the Shroud. Yep.
Yep.
No, we go with -10, bro, and then we win 56.
Yeah. Josh 4Ks at 4 Jeds, easy.
Bro, if I have to, I'll do it.
All right, let's run it back. Hopefully, no DCs this time round. It was definitely a good start for me there. I was able to get that quick hit on Nate, as I did not want to chase the person with the flashlight if I could help it. I think a lot of the philosophy here with Wraith is definitely going to be get a pallet, drop chase, get a pallet, drop chase, harass gens. It does make me wonder whether or not I should run like Overcharge or Colorbrine instead of Eruption. Just because I feel like I'm not going to get a lot of downs, and so I'm not going to get a lot of procs off Eruption. So maybe Overcharge is the play. Overcharge and Scourge Hook. Either that or maybe Deadlock. The thing is with Deadlock, I wouldn't be able to run Scourge Hook Pain Resonance then. Because it is a banned perk combo. Yeah. Interesting thoughts there. I still think we keep to the general strategy of break and run. Yep, we're doing some scrims right now. Just seeing about how they fare with against Wraith on RPD West. But how you doing today? Hopefully doing well. This spawn location should probably mean they spawn upstairs on the left. They wouldn't spawn there. They should spawn here, I think. No footsteps. No nothing. Yep, heard footsteps below me. Perfect. That's an early hit. Let's recloak. Courtyard is the only play here. That's unfortunate. Yep, they move past. We recloak. I thought I was far enough away from the pallet, but I must have clipped the corner. Alright, we'll let them stay injured. We're gonna go for Nate now. They need a body block here or risk a down. I can't recloak on her. That's light. They get a bit of distance, but will it be enough is the question. Perfect. Alright, let's break it. I don't think you can get the flashlight safe from that angle. Scourge hooks. There is one there, but that's pretty risky. First gen done. Yeah, maybe deadlock is the right move. Funny enough. Scourge hook pain resonance is a little bit dicey here too. Alright, we heard him over here. They already got some heals in, so this is the perfect... That's insane. On my screen, that almost seemed like a vacuum pallet. Alright, we do get the damage generator. We do see a Scourge Hook there, though I don't think I can make it. It's a pretty isolated hook as well. Yeah, this is where Scourge Hook is gonna be rough. I think Meg didn't know what side I was uncloaking from, hence why that happened. Sprint burst. And Meg with the flashlight. And we're gonna go for Nate instead, since they've already been hooked. Yeah, they want to get the window. They're gonna go to Courtyard now. Let's recloak. That's Lithe. They need a body block. Dwight. Doing Dwight things. Yeah, his ping is a bit high for me, but it's fine. Once again, no Scourge Hooks nearby. Actually, I stand corrected. Forgot about this one here. Actually, let's not cloak. Let's kick first. And then cloak. Check up here. Clawed up. There's Sprint. They have Vault coming up and nothing here until the statue room. Bit early on the firecracker. Oh my word, I clipped it. Let's get you up, put you on the Scourge Hook next. See if they're both over here. Not seeing anything. So far, we're in a much better position. That has little to no progress. Let's go through library. Actually, let's not re-cloak since we're going back to the hook. Ooh, they force a gen out. 2. There's sprint burst as well as deliverance. We wait the 10 seconds for the built-in BT. I hear someone behind me. I think someone with a flashlight. Yep, let's go for Meg. She has library up top. Balanced. I think I can actually hit them over the railing, funny enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to recloak. This chase is taking a bit longer than I would like. No one on the eruption. Alright, let's get the Scourge Hook going. Yeah, I think maybe Deadlock is the right move on this map. It did damage a generator, so they are working on one at the very least. I want to try and get the Meg the flashlight. They're fresh. Pretty sure they're gonna be on this one over here. No, they're in courtyard. That skill check miss just saved my ass. That's huge. Let's get the Scourge Hook in. As misplay there. The fact that did not hit is absurd. Alright, I'll be 2 out. Okay, if I can get through the doorway, that is. Alright, let's go back to courtyard. We might be able to get a third. It's gonna be very close. Yep, there it is. You should not have gone for the light burn, to be honest. Honestly, you're the better chase here. So let's go for Meg. Because you have not been hooked yet. Yep, move on to the next. And you're in a dead zone. There's no way that they heal themselves, so the best thing I can do here is to hook and then honestly just try and find the Claude. If she leaves, she leaves. Yeah. So I'll just stay uncloaked then. Yeah, that was the best case scenario there. Literally, I think the skill check off of the gen is what saved that game. Because if in instance Nate was able to complete it, then I would have had a kill, maybe 2, but I would not have gotten the 3K. So good stuff.
Because
What
bro,
are-
it's
what
team
are-
team dynamic members, bro. We lose
What
to
are
4%. We lose to everything, bro. I swear.
It's so
We
annoying.
have the worst luck, I swear.
So yeah, if you wouldn't have gotten that skill check miss jumping off the gen, I think you would have gotten it, probably gotten a 3, maybe
Yeah.
a 2-man out.
My
Yeah,
good
lost
went
his
off
skill
that's on me as well. It was so unfortunate.
I was just
Yeah.
like, bro, I got skill check. No.
Yeah, it's 9 seconds off the gen.
General luck lately in DVD.
That actually like really triggered me there.
No doubt.
Are we going the Wraith again? Are we not going demo?
Nope, we're gonna go with the game now. Do you guys want to do a walkthrough of the game, or do you guys want to? Do you feel like you understand the game pretty well as far as?
No, I know how the
I
game works.
understand the game pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand it.
It's holding
Alex
the W
galore.
palette. Hold the
Well,
W
yes.
palette. It's very understandable.
But I'm going to be spectating from killer side. I just want to watch what you do.
Sounds good.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Oh yeah, Josh is spectating, so I'm gonna improve my health.
Well, it'll be a spirit mirror, technically.
Bro,
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Oh, you playing my baby?
Yeah, I am.
No, I'm talking about Guilt. Is he playing my baby?
Yeah, I'll play Spirit.
Yeah.
you have a lot of good.
Let's see.
You better be nice to her.
See. Group B rules. What does Spirit have banned add-on wise? I forget. It's pretty much everything, but I'm kind of curious on something.
Pretty sure you just get like yellow speed and yellow duration.
Well, it's Teacup, Mother Daughter Ring, Amulet, and Uchiwa. So I'm actually curious to see how this works. Okay,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
this
wanna know
this
what
will
he
be interesting.
I know everything about her. I know her
Okay.
hair color, the way she runs, how many glasses inside of her body.
Yes, Slasher, maybe you can switch your build for like another perk instead of what's your build?
So the first I build the will make you renewal.
Wait.
All right, so I'm gonna do something interesting because the activated ability to return to the husk and end haunting. So during haunting, use the activate ability button. So I think that would be my shift. It'd basically be like dredge. So I'm kind of curious to what that looks like. Because if I start pushing them to a pallet, so I'm on one side, go around, hear the vault, and then teleport back, if that will actually work out pretty well. Because the Wakizashi is not banned. Yeah, I'm double checking again, the Wakizashi is not. And it's not like we see the Wakizashi used. So we haven't had a reason, but Spirit on the game, that might be something to consider. So now I'm very, very interested to see how this plays out and if I'm able to get a lot of value out of it or not. But we are going to wait for them to get readied up. So during haunting, so my power ability would be my M2 as normal. And then I guess my activate ability is either space or left shift. But overall, honestly, the Wraith games went pretty well. I think they could have gone better on the initial one. I think the 40 people play was a huge blunder. That one, honestly, that last one came down to pure RNG. I seriously think that if there had been no skill check, I'd have been SOL. Because that was huge. That allowed me to get a lot of value, to say the least. And then also able to get the down on the Claude for, or not the Claude, the Meg for the second kill was also huge. And that, I will say, was a misplay. That was not RNG. The kill on the Meg was a misplay, as Claude should have been body blocking. And then, honestly, there's the 4 to people play, which I guess on some cases, it balanced out, realistically speaking. We're able to get the Meg down pretty quickly. And then the fact that we were able to get the fresh to death was huge as well, rather than getting the Claude, for example. So, overall, not bad. I think it came down to the match was continued due to RNG. However, actually, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's really, like, because of 40 people play, if it really should be considered as a misplay, as it had the same effect. The Claude gets away, the Meg stays at the tile. Maybe the Meg could have gone to a different tile. But overall, I want to say I did pretty well with Wraith, though rethinking maybe Scourge Hook and Eruption if I was in the shoes of the Wraith during the actual match from Iconic, of whether or not I use like maybe Deadlock and Call of Brine, or Deadlock and Overcharge, Eruption, what have you. At the same time, gens are just so far spread out. Though there's 2 floors, so maybe there's an argument for Jolt. There might be an argument for Jolt. Just because of 2 floors, you're able to hit both the first and second floor. There could be an argument for the game as well with Jolt, now that I'm thinking about it. It's 8% across all gens and 32 meters. Honestly, kind of tempted to go with Jolt and maybe switch it up with Deadlock. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go Deadlock and Jolt. Just because of the fact that it's 2 floors, which means I can normally hit more than 1 gen with Jolt, I think that's where there will be relevance, and I think that could also be said for RPD. Maps like Midwich, absolutely, especially with how small it is. 32 meters is huge. So maybe Jolt is the right move. We'll try with Deadlock Jolt. Deadlock Jolt and Brutal. I think especially on like the game, Brutal is probably not a bad idea. Now, if I'm not mistaken, can't they light burn the husk to get rid of it? If that is the case, that actually might be a valid way to play against the add-on that I'm running. It's not the Uchiwa. I forget what it is, or what the name is off the top of my head. Lily was looking at it earlier, and now I'm just blanking out. All right. Let's see if the pseudo dredge game plan will work out in my favor. I also don't know which way I'll be facing when I teleport back to the husk. That I don't know, whether it'll be the way that I'm facing or whether the way it'll be the husk was facing prior. That'll be interesting. I so wish I could hear if I do get a hit, teleporting back to the husk, what they say or how they react. All right, let's phase walk though. Yeah, so there's left shift. Good. There's Meg. No pallet there. Really get the clean hit. Little strength will help us out there. I literally hate that that worked. Damn. Because it's a reverse pallet stun, basically. Alright, there is the ace. Smart bringing ace here, actually, because ace has built-in iron will. Did that bite the bullet? Interesting. I wonder if that was. Kicking would be kind of pointless. Maybe we need recovery on this, with the way I want to use it. Let's get the hit. Woohoo. It's pretty quick too on that teleport back. Okay. Yeah, I think that this is the right choice. Basically, it makes me in the dredge, but a much faster dredge at that. I was expecting to go for the unhook there. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Bounce landing? I'm shocked that you actually proc balance off that drop, to be honest. Real strength. Double back. Yeah. We do see scratch marks going back over here. I was fully expecting her to go for the vault, not gonna lie. Clear him there. I thought I would have seen them going out there, but I guess not. Dang. Yeah, with the husk, I'm actually able to go pretty far out, then teleport back in. Let's go for Slasher here. Let's vault. Okay, see what they did there. So we know she's still there. Unfortunate. Let's go for you. Sorry, but no. Yeah, so I think we need recovery add-on. Maybe change up our other perks a little bit. Yeah, I can't do much about that. See scratch mark coming up there from the left. Exit gate's open. Claudette there, Meg there. I think they had overcome. We need to get our phase walk back. Wow, they did not walk back there. That's shocking.
Perfect. GG's.
Alright, I'll run back.
GG.
So,
Jeez.
I think I need to run recovery as well as maybe some different perks. But yeah, so out of curiosity, what was the thought when I teleported back?
At the end there?
No. So who was it first that I did that to? I think it was Claude on that first pallet when I used the Wakizashi.
Oh, you
I don't know what
you
you use.
teleported
Well, I
back.
have no headphones
So when
because
when
I'm
he
discarded.
yeah, so when he phases, he could press like a button to go back to his husk.
Basically, it's dredge. That's what I was trying to do there. I was using movement speed. I think I need to run recovery if I want to use the Wakizashi, though.
Recovery always.
Really good for me. Especially because survivors aren't going to be expecting that.
No, really, I don't see that used ever.
Well, and the reason why is because you're able to basically set up, on a lot of the safe pallets, you're able to set up basically a dredge trap where you phase walk, you go around, they vault, and you hit them. So it's a win-win and with
I didn't
Spirit.
expect you to do it twice because once you like you did it, and I was like, oh, it's the second time he's gonna like not do it again, and he just did it again.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if that's something to consider, because I think it does free up a lot of pallets. But
Yeah, that's definitely, it can definitely like be really good against some gold pallets as well.
On the game though, do you want to go for pallets? Because like there's an infinite supply.
well, I mean, I'm not breaking them. That's why. So with the Wakizashi, I don't need to break. I just basically force you into a 50-50.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've never seen a lot of gameplay with the Wakizashi. So.
Yeah, I never see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna run it back again and see what that looks like.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I've never seen Spirit on the game. Spirit for me is on the record. Is it?
Yeah, I've also never seen a Wakizashi, so it does work like Dredge's power, basically?
Yeah, it's basically Dredge's power.
Okay.
The difference is you can't see the Spirit when she's phase walking, obviously, where Dredge you at least can and go, okay, they're trying to push me into the husk.
Into the,
the trap, or whatever that is.
So it's a bit harder to read on the survivor's end. Got it.
Well, it's much more rough 50-50 because you can still hear the phase walk, obviously, and so you know they're coming too, but if you don't vault, then you risk being hit, and if you do vault, you risk being hit. Walk. Yeah.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, just up my game sound so I can actually hear things.
There.
Yeah, that was a good game then.
Yeah, I'm gonna run it back, and Spirit is not my best killer in the world, so kind of having interesting time using her phase walk effectively. I thought you were gonna double back at the end there. That's why I cut my phase short, but you guys didn't.
No, I was set up for like for the people play, because if I die, it doesn't matter.
That makes sense.
So like if he dies, he just for the people. Ace is like full health, so he can just take a hit. I die and it's no problem. Yeah.
It was unlucky you found, or I got found at the end there. I was trying to be a little more stealthy, but it didn't work. But yeah, he was pretty much like willing to give his life because he was death.
Yeah, it makes sense point wise. All right, well, good luck.
Good luck.
All right. Yeah, so Wakizashi, I think, like I said, on the safer pallets, it really does force a 50-50, but since I'm going to be using my phase walk a lot, that recharge rate, I think, is going to be very important. So we'll see with that 50% increase in recharge rate and see if that makes enough a difference, because I don't think there's a green or purple version of that add-on. I'm fairly certain, though I could actually be mistaken, because I think the Uchiwa and the what they added a perk where the killer could destroy a pallet without survivor throwing it. I think both would be too powerful, honestly. I think both would be way too powerful. They'd have to have a significant cooldown or time to activate, basically. Alright, we see one there. That's Michu. Alright, that is blocked off. We do have our power now. Oh, did she leave? She did. Alright, let's hit this real quick. of eruption. Oh, I thought she was gonna stay there. Man, Spirit being a 110 hurts so much. Like I said, her being a 110 really does hurt. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, I was trying to catch him off guard there with the phase walk. Yeah, just walked. The fact that they know about the Wakizashi is what's hurting me the most here. I'm surprised they haven't finished that Chen, to be honest. Alright, first one down. Jen's regressing by a little bit. Not much, though. I bet you they're on it. Maybe not. Alright, that Shen's regressing a lot, which is great for me. I think they may have gotten the gen that I was trying to protect. Sorry, I'm not talking much because I'm trying to listen to the best of my ability. They did not. I could have sworn I just heard someone. Yeah, that bounced landing just cost me a lot of distance. Can we get to here in time to regress it by 13.5 per seconds? That's the question. Air clawed that. That's so unfortunate. Really? I was solely expecting them to play that differently. Are those 2 sets of scratch marks or just 1? Perfect. Yo, what's up, Blueberries? How you doing today, friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, we're gonna put you in basement. That was a true 50-50 if I've ever seen one. 10% regression over there on a skill check miss. Dang. I was hoping to get there in time. No worries. Life happens, and that there is okay. No need to apologize about that. Doesn't have any progress. Yeah, I feel that. I just got over COVID not too long ago. I meant to freaking phase back. No! That's so unfortunate. Yeah, I want to try and kill them if at all possible. No, really. Yeah, I think I lose the Claudette here. You gotta be joking. Scratch marks? Yeah, like I said, Spirit is by far not my best killer. I lost them. Alright, let's make sure they can't get a flashlight save. I'm pretty sure they're dead on hook, though. Yeah.
That was a good ass run, Zach.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, great man.
GG's.
Yeah, I'm actually glad I managed to get that pull there.
Bro, having this
Honestly,
out loud is
I
hurting
made
my
a
head, bro.
I made a misplay because I tried to phase back to basement and I mistimed it, so it was off cooldown.
Dang.
That's fine.
I was supposed to be at the bottom of the stairs, but I messed up.
Fine, bro.
Like an unlucky
GG's.
skill check in the game. It happens.
And I kind of fucked up on also forcing the heal on Drew. There was a lot of fucked ups there.
Yeah.
Because my first chase was like 10 seconds, bro.
My girl was trying to come inside as well, like midway through the game, and like something was wrong with the door, so she couldn't get in. So I had to let her in, and she was trying to fuck with it and see what was wrong with it, and got locked out again. So I had to let her in twice. One of those times, I believe it was like half-ass in chase, kind of. So it was rough. It was bad.
All right. Well, I think that's the last one for me at the very
good.
least.
I can try my spirit on the game.
Yeah, I would say whoever is playing Spirit on the game during the match should definitely get some practicing, because my Spirit definitely is not the best. So
I will.
I would say see if you want to use the add-on that it's
Yeah,
using.
I'll have a try of it. Because that definitely seems pretty decent to use.
Especially if you're not expecting it. I think that's the biggest thing, is if you're not expecting the Wakizashi, I think you'll get a lot more value out of it, especially on that like first chase the first time you use it. Because I got a bit of value on like very safe pallets.
Yeah.
But with that being said, appreciate you guys as always, and I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Adios.
Bye. All right. Well, I think that there is going to wrap up scrims for me. I do want to do like a match of Killer just to kind of wind down for the night. So I think we're going to do that. Maybe play a little bit of The Huntress to wrap things up, as I do enjoy me some Huntress and ranged gameplay. And we had some pretty good matches with the Pyramid Head earlier. Yes. Butter, what are you doing? Hey Frankie, are you in chat or no? Frankie is. I'm gonna have to tell him that we need to do Butter's cat litter, because I'm not sure when the last time that has been done. All I know is I see him trying to bury, and it's not going all too well. Hi. Okay, you're just laying on the floor. That's fine. Thought you were gonna try and get in my lap. Hi. Hi, Butter Boy. Do you have fun out there in the rest of the apartment? Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do like maybe one game just to wind down and then might call it there. As I've said before, I'm still recovering from COVID, and so I am pretty exhausted right now after a day of work and then now streaming after doing some scrims as well. So I think this might be the last one. Hi. Yes, do you want up? You want up? There we go. Want to say hi to chat? Want to say hi to chat? He's so flappy. And he really does not care. Hi. That's fine. You entertain the Butter Boy for a decent amount of time. Enough time for me not to have to deal with his antics in here. And by antics, I mean trying to throw my drink on the floor. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You and you being a little nuisance. He's just chilling now. He loves being held. Like a little baby. Like a little baby. Because you're a baby man. Baby cat man. And in like 10 days, you're gonna lose your nuts. He's getting neutered. He'll probably calm down a little bit at that point. But he'll still be a bit of a menace. Look at him. He is just chilling. He's an amazing cat, honestly. Alright, Danny, go, bud. Though he is a mischief maker, that is for certain. But we on the gas heaven. He should have spawned like over here to the right. Yep, sure enough. I was hoping to find someone there. Ah, so close. I thought he was gonna flick out a little bit more than he did. Honestly, I hate trying to play LT walls as Huntress. It's just something I'm not used to doing yet. Dang. There's Iron Maiden activating. Yeah, tight loops like this are also just a struggle for me. Maybe if I had, like, Babushka there, I may have been able to effectively. Once again, just narrowly missing. She's on my left. I thought she was on my right there. All right, that's fine. You hold here. Yeah, range killers I always need to warm up with, and I definitely am a bit rusty on Huntress here for sure. We can get that hit, mind you. Now let's kick it real quick. Reload. Wanna bet that's one of the flashlights nearby. Good hit there. Alright, let's fake the pickup. I'm surprised they hugged that corner like they did. Alright, honestly, let's go for the pickup here. Stop them from attempting the flashlight save. There's Jane. And then that there is Zarina. Let's reload. There's blood here as well, though. So close on that second stage. Made a mistake there. There we go. I want to say that was Zarina right there on the eruption. I don't think she has a flashlight, thankfully. We'll get the screw trick going. This is the most progressed gen. 2 are still injured. Zarina's the only one healthy. Yeah, saw her there. Oh my word, so close. Just trying to line up these shots. That was a mistake, I think. I mean, even if I weren't to get the hit there, should be able to get the down. Oh my word, 110s. Gotta love the comp corner. Alright, let's... That's a little bit frustrating that I might not be able to get her to a hook from that corner. Oh my god, I must have clipped it. Now let's get the down on Jane. Bring you back to the Scourge Hook. And do keep in mind that Jake did move to second stage because they attempted the 4%. So that is pretty huge here. Most progressed, John? It is not. So that is actually pretty nice to know. It's erupted. Gonna bet they went to main. Let's open this up. Well, everyone's injured but Dwight. You'd think that he would go for this unhook, right? But there is no sign of the man. I think Jane progresses the second stage. I hear someone, I think it's a Jake. I think he's in a locker. Friend, you had crows on you. Like, I definitely heard him, but yeah, he straight up had crows. Alright, not bad. We definitely brought this back. Initially, I was kind of concerned because we were missing a lot of our hatchet throws. There's Jane. She's on Death Hook, mind you. Bit late on that one. Had the right idea, though. Alright, there's the hip. Oh yeah, we opened up the door, didn't we? Good dodge. I think I need to loop her this way. I was so expecting to go for the door. There it is. Now, there was someone nearby. And then someone DC'd. Who was that? Was that the Dwight? Dwight DC'd. Jane's dead. Maybe setting up for, like, hatch play, I guess? And just end the game at this point? Honestly, they had a lot of pressure going here, and they kind of threw it away. Oh, hey. There's Arena. I won't close hatch. I was so hoping that she'd cross that. But that will be the final down. However, I'm not sure if there's any hooks nearby. Oh no, there's one right there. That works out. What about a killer perk that only works once, but I've got no idea what? I mean, in a sense, that's what Noah does, right? It only works once. I guess No Way Out as well. Terminus. There are a few perks that work that way. Actually, mainly like endgame perks, mind you, once all the gens are completed. Because with stuff like that, it requires there to be a trigger of some form, 9 times out of 10. But GG, well played to these survivors. Yo, what's up, Twisted? How you doing, my friend? Uh-huh. These survivors are unimpressed by the fact that I was playing Huntress. And not even a great Huntress. What kill ability to block gens from one every 3 minutes? I mean, technically, there's perks that already do that, whether it be Deadman Switch, Deadlock, and so on. I think that gens for 1 minute, all gens, it'd be built-in slowdown. That'd be very, very strong. I don't think they can, they'd possibly be able to do that. All right, though. Yeah, I always love when people are like, "Oh, this was boring." It's like, but you're the one playing the game. You get to determine how quote unquote boring or not boring it is. So I've never understood that concept of, "Oh, this is boring to me." It's like, but you're the one playing the game. You get to decide whether or not you're having fun. The killer, it's not the killer's job to ensure you have fun. I've never understood that mentality of, oh, well, you're not letting me have fun. It's like, well, but it's not my job to do so. You have fun playing the game. And you play it your way. I play it my way. They don't need to align. Once again, it's not like I'm a cracked freaking Huntress either. When I see escape in basement with a chainsaw, hey, all the power to you, honestly. Like, that's how you get fun out of the game, then you know what? All the power. That's my biggest thing that I never understood about gaming, is people gatekeeping, like, how you play a game, right? Is like, oh, you have to play it this way. And it's like, but why? Why do I have to play it that specific way? It's like, can't I play things how I want to play things? And it's like, well, yes, you can play how you want to play, and so can everyone else. But the rule book, yeah, exactly, the rule book. It's like, well, you can't run Eruption. It's like, well, why not? It's like, just don't get downed. You can't run Scourge. Well, why not? Like, you guys run gen progression perks, right? You know, Prove Thyself, Resilience, the friggin' million perks that increase gen speeds. Why shouldn't I run gen regression? Especially when I'm, like, warming up on Huntress. Like, I could definitely run a non-regression build. I started getting those set up on all the rest of the killers, but I'm just kind of vibing right now of Huntress because, honestly, I'm not feeling the best. Huntress, it usually takes me, like, a good, I would say, like, 3 games to really get into the flow of things before I'm able to, like, feel confident in my hatchet throws. I stopped using anything. Yeah, you know what? If you stopped using anything, then, yeah, they can't really complain about much then. I don't know. People always find a reason to complain, and at the end of the day, that's why I say just, like, play how you want to play. It doesn't matter what anyone else wants. It's like, you ain't the one paying me to play the game. It ain't your time that I'm spending. I guess I don't know, maybe the mentality I take away from is, like, TCGs. Because in TCGs like Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, there's a chance you, like, lose the game in, like, 3 minutes. And then you have to wait, like, an hour for the rest of the round. Like, that's a serious thing that can happen. Right? And so for me, it's like, oh, well, that's just sometimes the way it is. You say GG and move on. I don't think like DBD players would ever be able to like be in that scenario. There they are. This gate has freaking balls of steel, Jesus. We have a score trick nearby. We do. We know that they're working in main. They could also be in this back corner potentially. No, it was corrupted. That's right. So that was, I believe, a Steve scream. There's Cheryl. Yeah, I think not. Sorry, friend. I was going to throw a hatchet out of courtesy. Yeah, like I said, it's just so strange. Like, just GG, continue, ready up for the next one. I don't understand why it's a, like, complex topic. I'm gonna guess they're probably in the back corner off the unhook. Right here. Stunned by the cape, moving off the tile. Try to get the mind game in there. Yeah, see, like, tiles like this is where I just don't know how to play Huntress effectively. I bet you she drops the pallet here, though. I thought I had the timing right there. So close. We definitely have the distance here. Keep in mind she has dead hard. Perfect. Well, let's get her to the Scourge Hook. Probably gonna hit middle. We'll then erupt the gen right next to the hook. Yep, let's check main. Could be going for the unhook. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Good job there. He has nothing here. At least I thought he did. Get some eruption value. I think they die on hook now for that. No, maybe not. No scratch. No, there are scratch marks going out. Someone touched the gen. They could be trying to set up for the next unhook. Yeah, sure enough. Shield's got nothing here. Perfect. Let's get her to a Scourge Hook. If this gen's the one that pops off of Scourge Hook Pain Res, that's gonna be insane. It was not. Let's wait for it. mean, I can just box you in and then M1 your friend. Best case scenario there. That's one thing that I've definitely found to be more and more useful is just holding the hatchet, just cutting off that one area, and they really have to play around that. No idea what gen popped though. Let's go back for Cheryl. I see, I think Cheryl over here. Out of hatchets. Let's reload. Up you go, Cheryl, me girl. Geez, do we not have a hook nearby? We might not be able to get her to this hook. It's gonna be pretty close, especially with a body block. Yeah, it's worth an attempt. There we go. It was a valiant attempt, Steve. A valiant attempt indeed. Oh, actually, that hook over there may have been just a bit closer. I think I see Steve still over here, probably healing, actually. Probably using his mid kit. Hi, friend. Rough. Alright, up you go. I guess the closest one's gonna be over here. No, maybe not. Might be the Scourge Hook in the corner. This, once again, is a great example of why I truly believe that hooks should not break when the survivor is sacrificed. I think Michaela might be around here. I think there's a very real possibility. But I have nothing to prove that, so I think I will just walk away. Get the gen over here. Doesn't seem like any progress on this gen, right? No. Might as well open this up in case we end up in a chase. Alright, there's the unhook. Ah. Steve, can you knock it off? Okay. I was expecting it to have, like, off the record or something. Sorry, Steve, but I'm gonna chase Michaela because I literally have not chased her this entire game. Yeah, if she dropped that, she would have died. Is that balanced? I knows what you're doing. Yeah, so she had balance landing. Out there won't matter though, so let's get the down. Steve over there with Iron Maiden, just wanted to make his presence known. Alright, let's see if Steve will trade himself for the Michaela. She is the TTV, so it could be that they're swiffing. You're gonna let me know that he's over here, and I think in main to boot. Don't hear him. Oh, Steve. There he is. Do I want to chase the Michaela? She has another hook state in her. Scratch mark's not over there. Well, we found Steve first, so we might as well hook him. Call it a day. Now, I don't think I was about to say she didn't get far, and there she is. Just saw her over by a snowplow. She was healing herself. Can I get a hit through that? Scratch marks going into main. Going upstairs into main. Going to the drop down. Good hit on that one. Yeah, I just wanted to pretty much confirm it. We boxed her in at the pallet, and she really could not do much. And no decisive strike either, because she healed herself, so that will be the wrap-up. Honestly, not a bad game there. I feel like I got some pretty good hits. I boxed them out in a lot of snares. Honestly, and I'm going to be completely honest, in a lot of situations where I was holding Hatchet from afar and just kind of boxing them out, I will say with almost 100% certainty that if they would have challenged me and walked through the path of the Hatchet, I would probably have not have hit them. Almost guaranteed. But with that being said, GG, well played to these survivors. And looks like it was a brand new parts on the kit. Also, why am I above 2 million? That's odd. Wonder if the cap is a little bit above it. Let's also see. So, why can't you just say GG, well played, and move on? What is wrong? I don't understand. Like, I didn't do anything that was outside of the realm of the game. In fact, I was generous in some cases of taking certain chases from certain people. I don't understand it. It's like we play DBD. I don't truly get why people are like, oh, you know what? I lost the game. That kind of sucks. They played well, and move on. Like you say GG well played, you press continue, and you call it a day. But apparently that ain't allowed. That ain't what happens. It's tiring, honestly. But honestly, I give it the courtesy of even just saying GG well played in the first place. Right? Like, I don't need to like sit here and go, yeah, GG well played, and not move on to the next match. It's like, I could just say, you know what, screw it. You guys are on your own. Yeah, it's fine. Just want to use up some blood points. Sometimes I move on at the beginning if I don't like the map or the killer. See, I don't really like that either because it does kind of screw over, you know, other people, right? I don't know. I was like, even if I don't like the map or I don't know, there isn't a map or a killer that I go, you know what, I don't want to play against or on. Like, even when playing Blight and I get freaking like Backwater Swamp and I'll go, ugh, and freaking moan and groan about it. But then again, I guess when playing Blight, it doesn't really matter. Though I know killers. I do know of killers who will like get RPD and go, oh, I'm just gonna DC. It's like, what? What? Yes, I did. But the thing is, people actually have that mentality. I know that, like, you were joking, but, like, people actually have that mentality. In all seriousness, like, unironically, people say IDC out of every RPD match. People unironically do say that. Or, like, they DC against every nurse, or every spirit, or every blight. And I was like, I don't understand you guys. I like RPD too. I unironically enjoyed OG RPD. As a killer and survivor, I unironically liked it. Same thing with Hawkins, and same thing even if OG game. The new game, I like it a whole lot less, but like I'll tolerate it. Honestly, my most disliked maps are Disturbed Ward and Mother's Dwelling. Simply because of their size. RPD, I understand why people feel like it's so much bigger than it really is when you conceptualize it, because it's very long. But it's still relatively smaller, at least it feels smaller, in my opinion, than the likes of Disturbed Ward or Mother's Dwelling, for example. I feel like RPD is as long as one side of Mother's Dwelling. Map I actually can't stand. Yeah, exactly. Like, I tolerate every map. I have my favorites, and I definitely have those that I dislike, that I do wish that they would change. Like, I wish that they would just make Mother's Dwelling smaller. I don't know what I'd want to change out of Disturbed Ward. Maybe make it a bit smaller. Like, I have my criticisms of maps, for sure. But yeah, Mother's Dwelling, Disturbed Ward are like the main two that I'm like, I don't like this one, but I'm never going to DC out of it. I'm going to go, ugh. Unfortunate, but moan and groan about it. Alright, this is, for real though, I think our last match. I'm 3 hours in and I'm exhausted. And we had a pretty good match. Hopefully we can end on a high note here. I can say that if I go against a good nurse, blight, or clown, that everyone is dropping like flies, will sit on Jen until it's over. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Personally, I love going against nurses. But that's also because... Wrecker's Yard. Oh, this is nasty. If I get hooked in basement, it's game over. It is quite literally game over. It'd be even more so if I had Babushka and Okaft, but... Survivor there. The other ones may have spawned nearby, so I want to keep my eye out. Balanced landing on Dwight, maybe? A little bit too far to the right. A little bit too far to the left. See, I make those micro adjustments, and it really screws me over. Looks like a lithe play. He's bringing me back over to the Gen, which is nice. I'm surprised she went for that. I was fully expecting her to flick out. Oh, that's so rough. Oh my god. Just those little bits of geometry. Nancy body blocking, that's huge. That's a significant thing to see. There we go. We got all three on the eruption as well. That's freaking chef's kiss right there. I want to bring it to basement, but we're on pallet side, and I'm a bit concerned that Nancy's freaking sitting there like a gremlin. You're Dwight. Oh my word. Talk about a close shave. He's out in the middle of nowhere. So we can just walk this one in. Tell me you play at high MMR without telling me you play in high MMR when a survivor goes to comp corner. Every single time. Alright, we do want to erupt this again. We want to reload too. And again, MMR really does mean nothing for the most part. But let's hit that. Good hit. Oh, we were so close, I think, on that one. I do want to get my eruption value here. Sorry, Dwight. So the problem is that in certain instances, it can force a situation to where you can't get to a hook. And so in competitive play, survivors, when they're unable to get away from a chase, will always go down in a corner. In COTF, it's very, very common. The Nancy freaking with lots of gusto there. Dead hard. Glad I didn't hit her. So I'm just used to calling it comp corner at this point because of where I see it happening the most. Let me get that gen done. I don't think I was ever like protecting that gen all too much. Perfect. Don't see any scratch marks that suggest they're going for the insta unhook. Only the Elodie can really safely go for it too. Good stop there. She'll drop pallet. Second stage on Nancy. Alright, that's fine. Let's get you up on a hook, Claudia girl. Another damage generator. Oh, see someone? That's the Elodie. Beautiful hit. I'm getting some really good hits today. Like, I am, honestly, in my opinion, I'm not a great huntress. And so I'm getting some really clean hits that I'm very happy with. Maybe just like today, I'm being a lot more patient. And I'm boxing survivors out a bit more than I normally do. I want to say that they're back here. Oh, she's suicided. She's done. Fair, honestly. But I know it was a good hit. All I heard was a grunt and a squish. Fair enough. I'm gonna guess she's gonna DC, maybe? Crow there. Yep. Claudette's like, I give up. Take me to the hook. Yeah, Yeah, like I said, I saw someone over here. The gen exploding would pretty much confirm that too. The gen exploding on that though is amazing for me because that does not have a lot of progression. All right, let's block him out here. Box him out. A little bit of mind games. She's determined to not drop that pallet. But we'll get it. We'll get it out of here. Oh, I thought I had that. No. God dang it, Dwight. You and your blast mine. I was like, oh, okay, I'll kick it, then go for Dwight. Extend the chase a little bit. I think he's gone. Nancy was in shack. If that was Nancy, where would I have gone? That's a skill check miss. She's healed though. She's definitely here. To my left. Oh, Nancy. She knew which angle I was trying to take there. White's not back on the gym. There we go. Alright, upsy daisy, Nancy. I'd have liked to have chased Dwight a little bit, but he seems to have turned to dust. Oh, scratch marks. And they disappear. I was about to say, I literally heard it open. I'm fairly certain he might be in the locker. Nope. Scratches. Well, we'll reload. Dwight, me by. I mean, either I get you or the entity does. I don't foresee a good way out of this situation. Not the exit gates the way they're set up. Because I can check these very quickly. In fact, I should be able to set up a line of sight on both. Yeah. Right here. Alright, Dwight. Do you accept your fate, or will you still give resistance? Overall, though, not bad match as a Huntress tonight. The first one was a bit rough, I will admit, but the remainder were pretty clean. Dwight. Dwight. Yeah, Dwight out doing his own thing. Maybe checking chest for a key. I still am of the opinion that they need to add like a secondary objective during EGC. Killer close the hatch or something to that degree. And like all the chests close. And in the chests, you have a chance of finding a key, like a hidden chance, something to that degree. That way, if, for example, the exit gates are this close together and I can see them, now I have to go, the Dwight might find a key, and maybe since there's so many chests Like, if you say have 3 chests in the match, excuse me, you have a 1 out of 3 chance of getting it, and if you check all 3, then you're guaranteed. I think that'd be an awesome way to do that, to really stop the EGC standoff, right? When the killer can see both exit and they're standing like, all right, guess we'll just wait the 2 minutes. I think that would be a huge boon to survivors and really spice up endgame, to where the killer then has to be mindful of, okay, well, I can watch the exit gates for so long, but what if they get the key? I think that'd be kind of a cool idea. But with that being said, I think that there will be the end of today's stream. As always, guys, if you did enjoy the show, please make sure to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Actual Life campaign. We're trying to help your kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. On that note, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow at 10 p.m. CST. Bye-bye!